In this video, I'll be walking you guys through how me and my creator generated 10,000 euros last month. I'll be showing you the accounts, the product, and showing you the exact process from picking the product to scaling it up to the numbers we did. Now, I gotta take you guys back around October 20th when I was just scrolling on my burner, and then I see this account blowing up like absolutely crazy with this new marketing angle on the projector. What this guy basically did is, instead of running up book girlies or Star Wars as a marketing angle towards the projector and showing it to these passionate audiences, he basically said, yo, why do I only have to show it to a specific audience? Why do I show it to everyone? He said, imagine this on your wall. Everybody has a wall if they're not homeless. So therefore, like, yo, who doesn't want something cool on their wall? That obviously you're implying the fact that you're not gonna convert as high, but your audience now is not just 50 million people, 100 million people, or even less. It could be anyone. Therefore, there's so much market share. But another thing is all the dropshippers can hop on it because it's very, very easy to hop on. There's very little barrier to entry to this product. So then I think to myself, well, there's going to be 40 different competitors because this is super viral and every burner has seen it. Why would I have to run in the US and compete with 40 other people and just make my piece of the pie from the market share smaller when I could just take it to a different country and be the top competitor if we're fast enough? So then I text my boy Sam and I'm like, yo, order this product, let's run it up. If we're quick enough on it, we might be able to take a big part of the market share in Germany. He basically orders the product and I tell him, yo, run a little content sheet until you get the product. He probably got it next day or in 2 days from Amazon. But the main idea was copy the US competitor one-to-one because we have proof of concept and it's very, very likely that it's going to work super fast in Germany if we copy one-to-one. And I guess I gotta let you see what Sam has to say from now on.
And then basically the first day was copying the guy one-to-one and we blew up on the first 3 posts, so that was basically the first day.
Yeah, I think just taking proof of concept and bringing it to a new audience. New audience could obviously mean different target audience or different country. And we bring it to a new country, use the proof of concept, we blew up first day. If we can share screen the accounts right now, like show the people we're not actually just tripping and you show them everything.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this would be the IG. As you can see now, the views are cooked because the marketing angle is a little bit cooked, but let's just scroll down to the first post where we blew up.
Can you explain a little bit to the people why the market share is kind of gone now and why do you think that happened?
This was like, I don't know, when did we start? Like a month ago. I think we were the only ones running it in Germany, and then that big guy. After that, on the burner you could see 3, 4, 5, 6 people hopping on the product like 2-3 days after the guy blew up. So it's basically that, like a lot of people were running this type of angle, like the dark fantasy and that. After that we tried Star Wars. We didn't blow up, but
so basically we milked the main angle we started with. We saw it wasn't performing and we're like, okay, let's switch the marketing angle to target a different audience. Even though we already targeted the broad audience, let's now try and niche it down to milk the rest of the audiences from the country, basically. Yeah. If you could click on the first 2 videos so people can see it's actually just a one-on-one copy of what the other guy was going viral with. So for the people who don't speak German, the text says, you're always in your room, also my room, which is basically the main concept that was working at the time we picked up the product. And obviously why it worked for us to be the first people on it is obviously because we were first in Germany. So we have basically no competition in our country. And then everyone saw we blew up on the first 2 posts, got the primed Instagram account. Nobody's hopping on our ass and we just milked the entire market share. If you could go on the second video as well.
Oh, yeah. Second one, basically the same thing, just from another angle, and then after that we kept getting consistent views, just doing the same thing that guy did, and
For the people who are looking at this stuff and they're like, okay, they just did this little thing and they got lucky, would you say it was mainly just picking the product and knowing where to do it instead of doing it somewhere else, like the US?
I think I think it was the main thing was bringing it to another market. Like we know Germany does convert well, especially now in Q4. So we just decided to bring it to this market, and then yeah, from the beginning just copying that guy, and then going for our own concepts, and uh, still did some consistent views. Yeah.
Yeah, we were printing for like 2, 3 weeks, but obviously an angle, usually with the projector, the angles get saturated in like a month or two. And even now, even in the US market, which is bigger than what we marketed in, it's getting saturated. It got milked, and that's pretty much it. Because the whole wow factor of the product is just showing it, boom, it's on the wall. If you've already seen it, you're not gonna watch it 20 different times. After 2, 3 times, or even after you've saw it once, you're not watching it again. So, yeah, it's one of those pump and dumps, and that's why you actually are able to reveal it and show it to everybody. Because obviously, as a beginner, if you see this, nobody's gonna leak a product on YouTube, which you can just hop on and steal their product and make money. The market share is done in Germany. You could obviously bring it to another country which hasn't been done in, but it was done in Spain, Germany. I'm pretty sure all the audiences are mixed. If you want to try some audience nobody tried, it could work. You could make some money, but most of the real motion is gone for now. So if you're a beginner watching this, do not try to steal this product. Any YouTube video in general, nobody's gonna leak products for you to steal. So yeah, I think that was it here with Isam, our boy. And yeah, back to the rest of the video. Now you guys have seen what me and Isam ran up our account FantasyCast. In case you want to see what our process looks like, so testing products, split testing, bringing new marketing angles for longevity, and yeah. Now you might think, oh, Isam is a one-off. He's just making a case study to be, oh, this cool guy on YouTube and just scam a bunch of people, get a bunch of creators and do nothing with them. No, I've been working with creators for 6 months now. We've been getting very consistent results. If not one guy's cooking, the other guy's cooking. And what I've noticed is the people who are not cooking are mostly the people who are not working hard enough. And then I'll have creators for more than 2 months. They'll start working very, very hard to get success with my products and their products as well. And they'll be like, oh shit, you're actually right. I wasn't working hard enough. And that's happened with most of the people I've kept through, because they said, okay, I'm gonna lock in, and they actually lock in. I usually never give second chances, but some people actually locked in. I was like, okay, let's see if you guys actually are about it. So then we started printing consistently with those guys. It's all about actually putting in the work and doing it consistently, because our process is very simple. I hand you a good product. I tell you what creators to test. I tell you what accounts to copy. I teach you how to do the content sheets, and then you just get your content sheet done. We hop on 2 weekly calls or 1 weekly call, depending on whatever amount of time you need. You get 24/7 access to my WhatsApp to ask me any question about the product we're running together, about your products. You can send me product sheets. You can ask me for content ideas for your own products. You can ask me how to split test your Instagram accounts. We actually have a method on how to grow Instagram accounts to prime them with some type of other content, not your own. And obviously, this is not guru shit. This actually works. Now, most creators who get this method, they fall into this trap of getting a few prime Instagram accounts in this niche or that niche. They're like, oh, I need a product in this niche. Can I run this old product because now I have a prime Instagram account? It doesn't work like that. Whatever will every time work is choosing a good product, running it up with good creatives. Boom, you're printing, you're getting your prime Instagram account, prime Facebook account, prime everything. If your product is good. You don't need to have that account. Now, obviously, when you're looking to run a product, already having a prime Instagram account with motion on it helps. I'm not saying it's mandatory to have it to get motion, but it really helps. So we also have that. If you're interested in applying, looking to work with more advanced guys, obviously. But if you're not, and you actually want to make it work, and you're willing to put in as much work as it takes, go through the process of failure, obviously you're going to be handed a good product with all the variants. I'm going to tell you exactly what you need to do and improve over time. And you're gonna start hitting numbers, because our process is proof of concept because I've been working with these guys for 6 months, and I've been doing drop shipping myself for a year and 2 or 3, actually 3 or 4 months, somewhere in between there. So I've been in the game. I've ran out products myself, and yeah, if you guys are interested, you can DM me on Instagram over here. I'll leave the link in the description as well. And I hope to see you as many guys hopping on and actually wanting to print. Looking forward to that. And for the rest of you, I guess I'll just see you in the next video. See ya, boys.